I need to make myself the. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I was about. Okay, well hold on. I moved my microphone more closer to me. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that seems to be better. All right. Let me just let's do the usual. I better not get that complaint again on. Oh, why is it every time I join there's a it's a 7 days to die. Why are you joining every single time I'm playing 7 days to die? I even put up the like what was the wait, hold on. Today is Friday. So tonight is supposed to be Minecraft. So tonight is supposed to be Minecraft. I'm playing 7 days to die right now because well, I'm going to be doing yes. Saturday, you know what? Saturday, hold on, let's edit that. Saturday is peak, and Sunday is ready or not. There. Are we sure it's not Thursday right now? We'll figure out how things go next week. All right. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die. You know, it's a good thing I got this on me. Someone help me through this nightmare. I can't control myself. So what if you can see the dark inside of me? No one can save me from this animal I have become. Help me believe it's not the real me. Someone save me from this animal. This animal. Alright. Okay, I don't have any of that. And I just realized I have. I hope I find a crossbow. Crossbows be good. Hold on, let me. There we go. Wow, that did not take very long to do. Okay, now I just need to continue crouching. I long for the day where I'm done, where I go to the gym enough where I can wear a suit this tight. Because right now I can't. Right now I cannot. I don't have the body for that yet. Wait that. Okay. I'm gonna take that. We'll do this, and then we'll take that out. Well, Well, I don't really need this. Okay, let's make some repair kits. Let's make some repair kits. There we go. Okay, well, since I am able to do that, let's repair all of this. I can't wait to talk to Glitch again. I have some questions based on what he said in a certain stream a little bit back. I have some questions that I have for him that I would like him to answer. Do I not have that one thing on? I don't. No wonder my eyes are hurting. That is... Oh, okay, that is so dark. Okay, never mind. Everything is fine now. What we got in here? Alright. There we go. Okay. It's gonna be a bit stealthy. We're gonna do, after we're done with this one, we're gonna go in to do one more after this. It's gonna be a very quick one. It's gonna be a really quick one. Because I need a video. Alright. Well, I should be able to heal up a lot more now, considering the fact that I'm no longer... Okay. I'm no longer, like, encumbered. Not encumbered, I have a broken leg. Sorry if I start singing a song over and over and over again. I can't escape them. Whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, wait. Hold on, that's not the quickness I normally know. When did I get 14 of these? I had 0 when I started this. Okay, Gunslinger, that makes it... Yeah. Parkour, I'm gonna need that as well. Just... Okay, Okay, what was another one? Boomstick? We want Boomstick? Boomstick was good. That was one. Pack mule. Turns out the undead have more than just bad breath. They've got valuable dental work too. Fists, weapons, have... I know which one we're going with now. We forgot to finish this up. I'm going all over the place. I'm not... Okay, wow. Sorry, I have my window open. Hold on. Give me a second. Sorry, that glare is really bothering me. I got my window open over there so I can kind of hear my like things that happen at my neighbor's house. I need to go take a shower after this cuz I kind of just got back from the gym. I long for the day to have the body where I can put this in. Put something like that on. One day. Oh, wait! That's right! Hmm. There are some tests online that I find are really dumb. And the reason I want to be very clear. The reason why I find these dumb is not because I fall for it. Most of the time, I don't even know what's going on until somebody points it out. Where it's like most of the tests are like, oh, if you immediately know what's going on, you're a creep. If you immediately notice, is like if you notice immediately, this is something bad about you. Most of the time, I don't even notice it until somebody points it out. But after you point it out, there. But that's mostly because I'm ignorant. If I had maybe somewhat more intelligence, I would probably know it. But then there's like some where it's like, this is just targeted. Hold on, if I do this. Okay. Speaking of targeted things, I don't know if you guys remember those videos, or if you know about those videos, and I really should probably go and make another appointment. Also, it turns out that my appointment wasn't today, it's next week. I'm sorry, little one. But it had to be done. But I don't know if you guys remember those videos where it's like, oh, do you have this phobia? I mean, they're still around, but still, they're still around, but still, like, but, like, the videos are specifically targeted to be, like, to gauge a reaction out of you. There are videos that are made specifically to gauge a reaction out of you, and a lot of people don't understand that. And as a result, people will look at that and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you had the reaction. That must mean that you had that phobia." When in reality, no, that's not the reason. Like, those videos are supposed to be like, they're supposed to be creepy. Like, thalassophobia. I don't think I have thalassophobia. Not that I know of. I mean, sure, whenever I go into the ocean, the moment my feet stop touching the ground, I immediately think there's like a sea, like the Kraken under me, but that doesn't mean I have thalassophobia. It just means that I'm just scared of the ocean. You missed me, bitch. Can I shoot those? Oh, well, I got that. But it doesn't mean that I have thalassophobia. I watched the movie It. I don't like Pennywise the Clown. Does that mean I have chlorophobia? No. It just means I just don't like Pennywise the Clown. But so many people get the wrong idea and they're like, "Oh, you had a reaction to that. That must mean I am going to slap whatever is out there because that is really hurting my ears." Anyway. We're finishing up Iron Gut. Alright, we're finishing up Iron Gut. How do I already get... You guys saw that, right? Was there something in the settings that I completely missed? Worth it. Oh, we're on a snowy area. Alright. Sim is currently playing Phasmophobia. I want to get back into Phasmophobia. I want to play Phasmophobia again. I don't know how many people are able to be put into Phasmophobia, but I want to play that again. Let me reload. Hold on. Also, last time I was playing this by myself, I was... Not the last time, but one of the times I played this by myself. I played this... while watching a video, and I don't know if you guys ever remember Llamas with Hats. But it was a series called Llamas with Hats. Like, it was made by a guy named called Film Cow. And years ago he made it. He made this thing years ago. But only recently, just about, I think last year, did he finally end that he finally ends the entire series by. Originally, it ended by Carl killing himself in the end by jumping off of a bridge into the river or into the ocean, whatever. I don't at that. It was an ocean. It was the ocean. He already destroyed the entire world. But then it stopped and started giving him it was like he was saved by something, but obviously he's 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 a sociopath with a long history of violence, so even though he was saved by like this magical being, he I'm gonna turn off Discord so I don't get distracted anymore. But then like he ends up like going through his entire thing and like entire subconscious and all that stuff. I haven't finished the entire thing. It's like an hour long. I haven't finished the entire thing. I need to fix my I need to fix my what's it called um and so yeah, he goes through like this entire thing. Still haven't finished it though, but I was watching that last time I was watching that the last time. Oh, that's what that does. Okay. And so now anytime I'm playing this game with you guys, I'm thinking of that. I need to do different things because before that, what I was doing was I was like going through like all of Markiplier's like 3 scary games. And so I was thinking a lot about that earlier. You know, here's the thing. You know that you've made it in the scary game community when somebody who plays your game has a dream about it, whether it be a nightmare or a regular dream. I know this because I've had dreams about several of the games I played, and one of them wasn't even something I played. It was one of the games Markiplier played. But one of the games that I played that I had a dream about was Peasant Nightmare. Peasant Nightmare I had a dream about. And it wasn't a bad dream. It was just one of those dreams where it's like there's nothing inherently bad about it. There's nothing like that makes it scary. It's one of those where it's like it feels like it should have been scary, but it wasn't. Actually, I'm gonna leave that so I can take more of that stuff. But it's one of those things where it's like this feels like I feel like I should be scared of this, but it's not scary to me. And those dreams, and it's those types of dreams, I always want to go back to, not because of what was in the dream, but because of how oddly calm I was. And I want to know why I was so oddly calm in the dream. I want to know why. I want to know why everything was like so nice. Not nice, but it's like neutral. Like, well, that has person in it. Hold on, I'm trying to. I'm trying to find one that doesn't necessarily look like a horror movie. Okay, yeah, here, like this. Like, what do you get from this? I looked up calm. I looked up calm forest, but like when you look at this, you just think calm, right? You think, oh, nice, or this, nice, calm. Not necessarily pretty, just calm. Like all the noise is. What is that in a? You're supposed to be in a box. Why are you there? I'm gonna go put you in my in the safe place where I keep all my other firearms. Um, I forgot. I don't know why I have like a 22 bullet that's just sitting here on my desk. That thing got inside my keyboard. Destroyed everything. But I mean, like, that type of thing where it's just there. It's just there. There's like the noise that goes on, like all the like the worry that you got just seems to go away. That type of feeling. I don't know why, but those dreams always. I want to go back to them. I want to go back to those dreams. I like those types of dreams. And I want to go back to them. What is up, everybody? I smell zombies. I'd very much like to meet you guys. Okay. Like, those dreams aren't always, like, enticing to me. And there's just... I want to go back to them. I want more of those dreams. I want to know why they're so calm. I want to know why. Like, what's the reason? They're like... Hold on, I'm about to make my health go back more up by making this go down to... That only took... That took 2 minutes off. Oh yeah, that's right, because I got hit with something else. Also, another thing that I think about while I play this is My Chemical Romance. Specifically the song Blood from the Black Parade. Somebody asked me what porridge was yesterday, and my first response was, it's like oatmeal, but depressing. You know, I don't think I've ever really had porridge. I only know about it from, like, Goldilocks and Three Bears, Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. With the amount of how many bullets I am using right now, there is no way I am going to have a full inventory at the end of this. There we go. Okay, we got 45 minutes left with this. What was the other one? Is there another one we have around here that... Kills with strength-based weapons grants 25% more damage resistance for 5 seconds. Nice. You know what, actually? You're now a walking tank. Reduce heavy armor movement and stamina penalty by 25%. Reduce durability use by 60%. Find more armor, more parts, and legendary parts in loot. Also, why not? What is this one? Triple the harvest from wild plant crops. We're doing great. Oh! Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's like a new game thing. But But You below me or what? I'm confused. Pet peeve of mine. Whenever, like, I've clearly done something wrong, and I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong, and the people that say that I did something wrong will not tell me, and their only response is, if you knew why I was mad at you, we wouldn't be in this situation. Like that solves anything. It's like, why are you mad at me? If you knew, we wouldn't be in this situation. Okay, well, clearly I don't know. So please explain. You telling me that, oh, if you knew why I was mad at you, we wouldn't be in this situation, is not going to fix the situation. In fact, you're making the situation worse by just letting this go, by letting this just drag on. Almost just made these notes joke, but I'm gonna refrain from that. Okay, we're gonna repair this. It's 237, but if we repair it, it is going to be 495. But if I modify it, it is now going to be 630. This is why we do this. Okay, is there a thing over here that I'm missing? How am I supposed to... Like, okay. Like, you know, Gabriel Iglesias even mentioned something like this. Even mentioned something about this. Like, at some point, he tweeted out something. I don't remember what he tweeted out, exactly what it was, but he even talked about this a little bit. Where he tweeted out something and then put hashtag and then tagged and tagged Chick-fil-A in it, and so many people got mad at him for it. And he was like, why? And then he proceeded to explain that cancel culture will tell you that you are wrong, but will not tell you why you're wrong. And that's one of the things. It's like, when you are told that you are wrong, first things that you're going to want to figure out is why you're wrong. What it is that you did that was wrong. Makes sense, right? But then you're over here then questioning what it was you did wrong, because for a lot longer than needed. Because why? Because you're not told, because no one's telling you why you're wrong. They're mad at you, and they're mad at somebody who clearly does not know why they're being yelled at. And they're like, yes, see, you're wrong. And it's like, what I do is wrong. You're wrong. It's like, okay, great. I would love to know so I can fix it. I would love to know why I'm wrong. That's another thing. It's like, clearly I don't know. Also, that's another thing. It's like, clearly when I don't know something, please don't talk to me like as if I should know it. Like, a good example of this was... Back a while ago, I didn't know who Beyonce was. I know some of you are about to get mad at me for that, but let me explain. No. I didn't know who Beyonce was, and one of my coworkers, this was back when I worked at Village Inn, he was like, "Do you know who Beyonce is?" I said, or they didn't ask me if I knew who Beyonce was. They mentioned Beyonce, and I said, "Who's that?" To which then they continued to repeat her name over and over and over again, like as if that was gonna make me know who exactly she was. I was like, "Who's Beyonce?" Beyonce. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Please tell me who it is. Beyonce. You don't know who Beyonce is? No, I believe that we've established it. Beyonce. Beyonce. And I was like, I don't know who that is. Repeating the name over and over and over again is not going to make the person realize who that person is. Alright? If somebody clearly does not know who a celebrity is, repeating their name over and over and over again is not going to make them realize who it is. Like if I went up to someone and said, do you know who this person is? Do you know who Frank Sinatra is? And they're like, no, I do not know who Frank Sinatra is. And I was like, it's Frank Sinatra. How do you not know who he is? No, I don't. What did he do? He's Frank Sinatra. Okay, cool. Well, what did he do? Frank Sinatra. If I just keep saying Frank Sinatra over and over and over again, you're not gonna know who it was. I was gonna use Michael Jackson as a as an example, but okay, where is this guy? Am I gonna have to like go through all of this? Is he above me? Yeah, he's above me, isn't he? Okay, yeah, he's above. It's above me. Also, the entire, like, people getting offended over literally everything has got to stop. I don't mean, like, as in, like, okay, this is something that I slightly do not like. No, I mean, like, as in, oh, I don't like this, so I'm gonna make your life hell because I don't like this. I don't like the thing that you said, and I'm not gonna tell you what you did was wrong. I'm just gonna ruin your life because why not? What? I'm confused now. I'm really confused. is it back there? Finally. Where's the door out? Okay. There we go. Okay, let's continue on our way. Let's get into an area. New vote has started. No time. Energized, no vehicle. What do you mean, no time? Does this mean like an entire... It's gonna like... Okay, let's repair this. There we go. There we go. Perfect. YouTube, I am sorry if you hear music in the background. I know how much you hate music. Consider the fact that you took down Rick Ashley, the original Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up. As in I can't use a vehicle anymore, or... Because if that's the case, then... Ignore 20%. Okay. Actually, I have a question. Is there... Oh yeah, also I should probably... I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be back. I'm joking. I'm joking. No. Okay. Let me see. Okay. There is a song that I cannot escape. After this, we're gonna go and do one more. I'm gonna go do one more after this, and then I'm gonna make that one into a video. I missed. Hold on. Boom. Okay. Well, I've already checked in here. Yeah, no, I'm not giving you a chance for that. Okay. Okay. I feel like I was talking about something I completely forgot what it was. Alright, let me sit in here and just wait everything out. My dogs are barking. Oh, yeah, roundabout. You want to know something? I remember, like, was this back in, like, 2020, I think? I don't remember. But back in, like, it was, like, 2020, 2022 or something? There was this entire, like, scandal that was going on where it was like, oh, it's like Americans when roundabouts come in, and it showed like somebody like driving through it or something. It wasn't even just that. It was also because there were people that were like, I don't understand how roundabouts work. Here's the thing. I don't really encounter roundabouts that much. However, my experiences with them have never really been bad. Like, okay, yes, sometimes they can be confusing to me, but not because of like how they work. I don't know why I worded it like that. Not because of how they work. If I can talk correctly, I'll be. Not because of how they work, but because of the fact that like I don't know what other people's reaction to it is. Like I see a roundabout and I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, okay, time for me to go around it. But then I'm like, okay, time for me to go like right through this. Okay, done, easily. Not because I don't know what to do. It's because I don't know if anybody else knows what to do. Like, and so far it's all been good. It's all been like, oh yeah, okay, this is what this person does. This person does. Everyone seems to be knowing what they're doing. Hold on, gotta put some medicine on. There we go. It's more of like, yeah, I just don't, I don't, like, to me, I don't see how it can be confusing on how it works. Because I understand how it works. I just don't know if everyone else understands how it works, and I don't understand why people want to understand how it works. It's like that thing where it's like, I cannot wrap my head, like, I know why this would happen. I know why this happens, but I cannot wrap my head around why somebody doesn't know how to swim. Because reason why is because my dad kind of raised me with the mentality of I have to know how to swim. With the fact that I have to know how to swim. Alright? He raised me and he taught me how to swim. Because he wanted me to know how to swim because, well, when he was, like, his first job was being a lifeguard, and he was a lifeguard when he was a kid. So he was on the swim team back when he was a kid. So obviously I should know how this works. Right? I should learn how this works, right? Well, yeah, he taught me how to swim and all of that. And so a lot of times I think about that and I'm like, how do people not know how to swim? What completely baffles me is when people have a pool in their backyard, because I'll tell people about this and they'll be like, well, maybe they don't all have access to pools. To which I say, hold on. The majority of people that I hear about not knowing how to swim will have a pool in their backyard. They will have a pool. They will have a pool in their backyard. They will have access to the means of which to swim. Of which to learn how to swim. But then, like, a good example of this is, like, we had somebody in our scout troop that my dad needed to teach how to swim. Or like, my dad was not how to swim, but how to, like, because there was a swimming merit badge that this kid signed up for. This kid's dad was on the swim team. I'm not saying their names, but they're like, his dad was like a professional swimmer back in his day. He was a professional swimmer back in his day. He knew how to swim. However, this kid didn't know how to swim. And my dad had to go over to their house because they had a pool in their backyard to teach this kid how to swim. This kid did not know how to swim. They had a pool in their backyard. And he did not know how to swim. Kid did not get the merit badge. The kid did not get the merit badge. My dad was unable to teach him because he was uncooperative. But like, I'll hear about that. Like, that's a good example of this. And someone's like, and that's your only example? To which I say, you come here telling me, asking me if that's my only example, yet you're also the type of person that if I were to name more than one example, you would tell me, hey, look, I only told you one example. You don't need to go overkill. So I'm only going to name one example. But yeah, like, sometimes you'll see movies about this, you'll hear about this, you'll see people about this all the time. What was another one? Shit, there was another one. I can't remember the name of it. Also, I'm glad that I got that, okay, what was the other one that we wanted to do? Okay, well. Okay. There was another one that we were wanting to do. Are any of these, like, only very few up? After that, I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing next. I know what we're going through next. But, like, sometimes I'll wonder, like, how is it that you have something and not know how to do it? Sometimes I don't understand. Like, yes, I understand that there are some people out there without the ability to go to these places to learn this stuff. But I'm not trying to get at that. I'm trying to get at, like, how people have the means of which to go to here. Like, for example, the swimming thing that I was just talking about. How is it that you have a pool in your backyard and you have the means of which to go into that pool, but you do not know how to swim? Not to mention, this kid, I remember, like, back with, like, the summer camps that we went to. By the way, if you've been on this channel before and you've heard me complaining about another kid, yes, it is the same kid, by the way. It is the same kid. But but here's the thing, this kid, okay, maybe at Gorham, we can stretch and say maybe he didn't go in there, but when we were at Emerald Bay, that's an island. The majority of the merit badges that we learned there were water-based. Whether if it was boat, swimming, scuba diving, small boats. I already said boat, but I'm gonna name the specific ones that I did. Like small boat sailing, rowboating. I didn't do rowboating, but motorboating, kayaking, canoeing. Okay, we didn't do canoeing, but there was something called war canoes. We did war canoes. Hold on. Something stuck in my throat. War canoes. I'm saying that like you guys know what it is. Hold on, I'll get to that in a bit. You know when you have something in the back of your throat and you can't really talk? Okay, I think that should be good now. Okay, I think I should be good now. I think I should be good now. Oh, I forgot to mute myself. Oh, that's not good. Okay, war canoes. That thing. Okay, so this was not. Okay, once again, I keep on saying it like as if you guys know. I'm trying to explain it right now. War canoes wasn't a merit badge. What it was there was Emerald Bay, which is where we were stationed. But every single time we were there, and by every single time, the 2 times that we were there, we had to do something called war canoes. And the war canoes was basically everyone gets into a canoe. Gets a canoe. We have our troop. we have our troop, and everyone is in a different canoe. All right, not each individual person, but everyone's in a group. There's a person in the front that's everyone in the front that is paddling. The one in the back is steering. My dad was the one that was constantly steering. I really wish I did not sit in front of him most of the time because I kept getting slapped in the back by the paddle. He wasn't doing it on purpose. I want to be very clear on that. Um. But what we would do is we would go. You know, I'm gonna pull up the map on this. Catalina Island. Okay. That's Employee House and was Emerald Bay. Catalina Island, Emerald Bay. Okay. Okay, I found it. Okay, I found a okay, visit. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I found it. Okay, okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Look. Okay. Hello? Hey. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Okay. I'm back. Okay. So, once again, I'm back. Okay. So, as you guys can see, okay, so Emerald Bay, this is where we were. This is where we were, okay? Emerald Bay. We would go from here on the canoes all the way over to here. All the way over to here. It's called Parsons Landing. We called it Parsons Beach. All right, it was all the way over here. There wasn't really anything over here. You probably, then again, it could probably be over here for all I know. But this kid was with us, and yes, once again, this is the same kid that I've complained about before on this channel. But this kid he sat next to me. He sat next to me while we were going all the way from here, all the way over to here, or maybe right here. I don't know. Wait. Whatever. It was a long way, okay? From here all the way over to here, okay? That's where we went. This kid sat next to me. Not once was he like that scared. He was just like how do you not know how to swim? I want to know, how do you not know how to swim? This kid did not have a fear of the ocean. My dad has even like expressed like his like frustration with this guy, with this kid, where it was like, okay, we can stretch and probably say that he's on the spectrum, but this kid just is impossible to work with. He was impossible to work with, and it wasn't like the fact that we were like not accommodating this kid. We did nothing but accommodate this kid. And this wasn't a case of him. He was probably on the spectrum. No, this was a case of this kid just thought that he would be handed whatever he wanted. Like, it got so bad to the point where, well, we were at Camp Gorham. It's not the same place I just showed you. It's a different place. Emerald Bay was one of them, but Gorham was a completely different one. So what we did was we would all like have our own cots. We would like put him up in the tents. He was in a completely separate tent than I was in. But I think I remember watching this. I think, and what happened was that this kid, it was time to get up. We had to go to like our classes for our merit badges. It wasn't even time for class yet. No, it was time to go. It was time to go eat breakfast at the mess hall. It was time to go eat breakfast at the mess hall, which I'm gonna be completely honest. It was not. It was like you look at that. If I were to show you a picture of that food, I didn't. I don't think I took a picture of it. But if I were to show you a picture of that food, it would not look good. But that food tasted like a 5-star gourmet meal while we were over there. Also, that's also where I wanted to shoot shotguns in a rifle. The rifle caliber in question were 22s. They were 22s, and I'll get to that later. But here's what happened. Everyone was extremely fed up with this kid. Everyone was fed up with this kid. Once again, this wasn't the fact that we were not trying to accommodate this, or we were trying to be insensitive. This was a case of this kid was just extremely entitled and just believed that everything was to go his way. That was the case here. On the bright side, by the time I get back, I should be able to get all that. Get in there, because it's gonna be 4 in the morning by the time we get there. But how are we doing on? We only have one left. Okay. See, melee kills. I'm gonna be using my melee weapons so much more. But it came to the point where my dad went up to this kid's dad and said, "He's not getting up. Can I just like he's not getting up. He doesn't want to do this. Can I just go and do something?" He's like, "Okay, what do you want to do?" And he tells him what he wants to do. And it's like, okay. And so what he does, and he walks out there, and he walks over to his tent. This kid, his bunkmate, is Hey, library. What a coincidence. I didn't. Oh wait. You know, here's the thing. I thought about it. And I was not the only person that thought about it. Some people have admitted it. But, wait, what happened? Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, I had to pause it because this thing is being timed. We have 18 seconds left. But, one, I'm not the only one that thought about that. We didn't do it because we didn't want a death on our conscience. And also, it would have been very easy to figure out who did it. Anyway, I thought this kid got better because when I became an Eagle Scout, this kid was a lot better. He was a lot more social. He was a lot nicer. All of that. Turns out he went back to being bad after I was done. And entitled kid gives me nerves. Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. Also, here's the thing. Actually, I got a funny story. Anyway, actually, no. I gotta finish the story. Before I get to the funny story. It's a really dumb story, but. Okay, so my dad goes up to this entitled kid's dad, and yes, bonus complete. That scared me. I forgot I honestly forgot that vote was there. All right. So also, hold on. My inventory is way too full. But what happened was, by the way, I love your new beard panda. Thank you. I don't have it anymore, but thank you. But what happens was my dad goes up to this kid's dad, and this entire kid's dad, is also fed up with him, but he cannot bring himself to disappoint him. And so my dad goes up to him and is like, "Can I disappoint him?" And he's like, "Go ahead, please, by all means. I cannot bring myself to do it. Please, go ahead." And what does my dad do? He walks into he opens the tents. By the way, these are like military tents, so they're like already like they're not like the regular camping tents. So what my dad does is he goes in there, drags this kid's cot out while he's still on it, and then flips it over. Kid is on the ground, and he at first he doesn't even cry because he's so stunned on what's going on, but then he starts like crying because ow, it hurts. Yeah, I know. Nobody batted an eye. Nobody batted an eye. Everyone was done with this kid, including his own dad. Also, not to mention, speaking of the cot, like the thing that like you fold out to sleep on. I'm saying this because I know someone's gonna be watching this in the future and they're gonna be like, "What's a cot?" Also, is this guy pronouncing it wrong? No, but it's one of those beds that you like fold out and sleep on. It's one of those. But this kid constantly complained. I love your dad. Love him too. This guy, W dad. Yes, this kid constantly complained about how his cot was so uncomfortable, how all of us had better cots than he did. I'm gonna show you a picture of, okay? Is this supposed to see? This is what we slept on. This is what we slept on. Alright? What we slept on. Completely a regular cot, all of that stuff. You want to know what he slept on? This is what he slept on. This thing. This was luxury. Also, I know this is an AI video, but still, this is actually more close to what he slept on. He was sleeping on the luxury cot. Basically, brought an entire mattress with him. And he was complaining about how his was so... Yeah, I know, and here's the thing. His parents knew this at the time. They're like... They also got better over time. They also, like, started disappointing him more. I think that at the time... This was, like... How old was I? I was, like... I was 15 at the time. This guy was, like... This guy was, like, 12 or 13. And I don't... Hold on, I need to obliterate this twink. Hold on. Wait. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go. Bot, yep. Okay. Okay.
Now that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad after all.
I'll take the exploding arrow. Oh. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, but I thought that that kid got better. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me sell this
Shit,
and then
man,
pick that
I
up.
treat you that good, and you don't even fucking tip me.
So, anyway, there is actually another story that I actually have about this kid. This one's actually kind of funny to me, but it's also, like, really? Then why'd you do that then? So, you know what a white elephant is, right? For those who are in the unknown, a white elephant, well, I just hope that kid, when he grows up, he remembered how an asshole he was. I hope so. But here's another story. For those of you that are for those people who are in the unknown of what a white elephant is, it is a game played around Christmas where everyone who's participating brings in a bunch of gifts. They put it in they put it in the center. Everyone sits in kind of like a circle around it, and everyone takes a turn. You have the option to either steal it from someone else or take the present from the pile. If the first person that goes has to take from the pile, and then whoever comes next can either steal from that person or they take from the pile. Once you take it from the pile or you steal it, you have to open it. Or once it's taken from the pile, you have to open it. I just wished I was an American, but sadly we don't experience what your youth are here. Yeah, but once you take it out of the pile, you have to open it, and then somebody can choose to steal from you. If that person comes and steals from you, you have the opportunity to go steal from someone else. After you have stolen once, you are not allowed to steal again. So if that person decides to come steal from you, they are not allowed to steal again. Whatever they have, they either keep forever, they either have to keep until the end, or wait until someone steals from them. That is the thing here. Wait, actually, hold on. I need to see if I have it. Okay, I do have it. Okay. I just love the death match. Yeah. But here is what happened. This kid comes up and he brings an inflatable couch, like a small inflatable couch. That sounds nice, but here's the thing. Here was his master plan. He was going to keep it for himself. He brought it in and he was going to keep it for himself. He brings in this nice looking thing, puts it in the middle. And his entire master plan is that he's going to pick it and he's going to keep it for himself. You want to know what his flaw was? 1, he forgot that people are allowed to steal. And 2, he told everyone what he brought and what his master plan was. Not joking. I had my turn. I went second. I was the second turn. Here's what happened. He's like, see this everyone? I have an inflatable couch and I'm going to keep it for myself. I'm going to go and take it and it's going to be mine. Or if someone else takes it, I'm going to steal it. You want to know what happened? I go up. My turn goes up. I go up. Pick it up. Take it to my seat. He looks at me and says out loud in front of everyone, I never should have told you. Never should have told me. You never should have told anybody what you had. His turn came up about 2 turns later. Guess what he did? Comes, steals it from me. Okay, fair. That's fair. He took it from me. Okay, makes sense. Okay, now either I have to steal from someone else, or I have to go to the pile. Now, what the other person had, I couldn't steal it back. That was the rule. I couldn't steal it back. If I could, then we would just be going back and forth the entire time. So either I had to steal from someone else, or I had to go to the pile. The only other person that went, I didn't really want to steal from them because they didn't really have anything that interested me. So I decided to go and pick something up. And I picked up like a little stuffed animal. I picked up like a little plushie. It was like a little stuffed animal. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take this. Next person after me looks at Thomas. Looks at the entire kid. That was his name, by the way. Thomas. That's his name. That was his name. Not saying his full name though. Looks at him, walks up to him, and takes the inflatable couch from him. Thomas breaks down crying. I ended up getting the plushie stolen away from me, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I'll actually, no, it wasn't a plushie. It wasn't a plushie. It was like a water bottle, and I actually really liked that water bottle. I liked water. And someone else got a plushie. And I had a water bottle, and I actually was hoping to keep that the entire time. I was hoping to keep my water bottle the entire time. This is not the same water bottle. This is also Dubby, same as this. But but I kept my water bottle, and near the end, someone comes in and they're like, "No, I want that water bottle." takes it away from me, and then gives me another present. That at first I was kind of mad at because I like that water bottle. I want to keep it. But then he gives me a box that I didn't know what was in it until I turned it around. And I still have that present to this day, and it was so much better. Foldable shovel, bitches! I still have it to this day, and I'm not planning on getting rid of it. I still have the foldable shovel to this day. And actually, this has actually come in handy several times. I actually have another shovel that is in the trunk of my car. I keep this in my room. Weapon. I keep it in my room as a weapon. However, it's not my primary weapon. My primary weapon is right next to me right now. And yes, it is in typical American style. It is a gun. It is a firearm. However, this is secondary. This is melee weapon. A good shoveling for digging. Yeah. I showed somebody what was in the back of my car at one point because we were going to the range, and I was like, yeah, these are the weapons, these are the firearms that I brought. They saw the shovel in there,
Thanks,
and they're
bud.
like, if a cop ever pulls you over, they're gonna think something's up. I didn't sell all this stuff. Hold on. I didn't sell all this stuff, but that was a great. But honestly, I loved it. My brother's on point at a song. America is vast and wide. Can camp with that shovel. I can. I do bring it. However, once again, I got another shovel in the back of my car. That one I usually bring. But if I ever need like help digging, I might need to put this into the back of my car as well, just in case like we ever like get stuck. Because that other shovel that I have has helped us when we've gotten stuck. I'm gonna keep this acid. I actually kind of need that. So
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
Okay, modify. Okay, and then modify this. There we go. Congratulations, you've earned your colors. Okay, repair. It is. Hold on, inventory. Here we go. When I was a kid, I thought that I could walk all the way to California because that's where my grandparents live. I live in Texas. My grandparents live in California. When I was a kid, I thought that I didn't realize how big it was, and I was like, I can walk over there, right? No, I couldn't walk to the end of my. At the time, I couldn't walk to the end of my neighborhood without being exhausted. Oh yeah, I got this
now
thing.
that we're done doing business, get out of my store.
We got more stuff to which to sell. And we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more thing, then we're gonna probably like do some cleanup as well. No.
Oh, you want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
Wait. Wait, was that an actual command or was that an actual command? I'm looking at the commands. Okay, good. It's not one of the commands. Okay, good. Well, nothing happened, so nothing. Okay, good. It wasn't one of the commands, so we're good. Okay, now another thing I want to get, not get rid of, but I do want to see if he has. Please tell me you have a, you do not have an extender mod. Okay, well, do you always have something in here that I can, maybe here, maybe? You scared me. I was about to freak out. Okay.
I'd tell you to go fuck yourself, but you did that when you didn't buy anything.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to previous tier all the way to beginning. We're going to go clear out zombies. Well, we're going to make this very quick.
I got some shit. Get moving,
But first things
jackass.
first.
This don't pay by the hour.
Did Big Head get... Oh, man. Why is none of that working? Is none of that working? It should... Or is only like the red ones the ones that don't work? No. Maybe it did and I just didn't see it. No, but if it did work. Okay, a new vote came up, so does that. So either big heads dance off or bucket heads. What's dance off? Well, I guess we're gonna have to figure that out when it gets there. Let's go up. Let's go back to our house. Fix everything. Good question. Once again, I'm gonna keep these lights because I like how colorful they are. How am I doing on? Okay, yeah. What was the other one that I was gonna do? There. There we go. I don't know what I did with the settings, but for some reason now, anytime like I finish a level and get more skill points, for some reason get a whole bunch of them. Get over to the trader then. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, it worked! No! No! Game, no! Bring it back! Alright, I gotta go. Well, the thing is now gone. I'm gonna have to wait until either it comes back. Yeah, well, thanks for the speed boost. I actually am trying to... What time is it? It's currently 5:25. It's fun while it lasted. Yeah, if only we were able to do that. It's 5:25 right now. I have about 3 hours left, but I do need to go and run some errands, get some stuff. I also need to edit some stuff, so we're gonna do this. Let me put some stuff away. Hold on. I now have immunities, some stuff. Okay. You know what? How about no? We'll just put these in here right now. Put this stuff in here right now. Put that away. I'll put this in here as well because I do need that stuff. Let's go and make ourselves some more arrows. Okay. Let's put this stuff back. Congratulations, that's a clip. You know what? Screw the mission for right now.
Pew, pew, pew.
That one's normal for some reason.
Kablow, 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 kablow.
Was Lixian one of the guys who did this? Hold on, we got 20 seconds left of this. Hold on.
Pew, 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 pew.
So yeah, all of that.
Pew.
That is so much less intimidating. It is so much less intimidating now. Okay, well I gotta put some more stuff away before we head off on this epic adventure. Okay, I need to put this away, keep that on me, keep that on me. Actually I'll put this away as well because we don't really get that many of like antibiotics, stuff like that. What else? I'm keeping all this with me because I'm keeping the rest. Okay, let's head out to our epic let's head out to our epic adventure. Okay, it's back to being normal again. All right. I actually do have some funny stories from Scouts. I'm just trying to think of one. A new vote has started. Soldier Horde. That's how you spell soldier? What? That's how you spell it? Tourist. One moment, please. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. don't remember what that one is, so I don't remember what that one is. What I need to do is I need to get the only time anytime like the boys want to like hop on to play this game is usually like when there's a new update. Unfortunately, usually when that happens, it's usually on a Thursday, and I'm usually working on Thursday. I'm like, please, I can join you guys, please. Bonus complete. Oh, it's these guys! Yeah. At least they don't shoot. Yeah. Just run. I'm just gonna continue running. Please, please work. Please work. No. Why won't it work? Are the commands not possible during a horde? Oh no. I think the horde's done. Got silver, gold, and diamond. Thank you. Taking all of that. All right. It's gonna take a while for me to run out of some of this ammo. Why do you take so long to? Why do you take so long to do that? Okay, so we're gonna start up the video when we get there, and then I'll have to edit it later. I have to go and pick up. I have to go pick up. I think like a pound of cheese after this for Bible study tonight. Also, I believe that we're planning on going watching the Spider-Man movie. You know what? Hold on. You know, it's 2 minutes and 41 seconds. We should be fine. We should be fine. We should Did I not pick? I forgot to pick up the arrows that I was making. That's fine. I got the explosive ones. Oh. Oh, it's just this. Oh. Well then. Well then. Here we go. I'm not even gonna do an intro. I'm just gonna start it up and we're just gonna go with that. And please tell me that there's gonna be nope. Okay, so we gotta hold on, I had to get rid of that so I can be gone. Nah. How are you still alive from that? Anyone else? Anyone else? Hi. Yeah, that's right. I'm about to destroy everyone here with just explosions. Zombies can fly. Yep. Hold on. I'll be right with you, madam. Wait your turn to die, please. Oh, and that was it. Okay. Well, let's take a look and see what we can get right now. Let's I don't have any more of that, so we'll just use this. Alright, let's use that up so we can learn more about handguns. Let's repair ourselves a little bit with this. Do I have any vitamins on me? I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, that goes away. Then let's just have this. And this one, we just need to wait out a little bit. We're fine. I'm going to sit here and wait for this to go away. Okay. In fact, you know, I'm just going to have another one just so it doesn't go away that fast. In fact, you know, it needs to be even. There we go. Let me see. Was there any like, good stuff here? Was there any... We got some food. That's nice to know. I'll take that to sell. And that's going to be it. All right. That's it, and that video was 2 minutes long. I'm gonna keep it going all the way until we get back, so that way the video is not like horrendously short. So let's just okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, exactly what was fine. I don't know why. My I need to clean this keyboard or get a new one because some of the keys are getting kind of messy with me. So let's just get back to the house. What am I doing on? Okay, still no skill points. Let's make sure that all of these are done. You know, here's the thing, Matt. A lot of times, like when we're playing, not all the time, but there are some times when we're playing, and he will forget to hit that infamous button of go live on YouTube, and he complains about it because he's like, I can't believe I forgot to do that. You want to know something? That happens with me too, because I'll sometimes forget to. Then we will have to torture for him, man. Yeah, no, he doesn't. The last thing he needs right now is torturing. But like he'll be like, oh, I forgot to do that. And you want to know what I do when I forget to do that? When I forget to stream on YouTube and I'm always streaming on Twitch? I just blame my audience on YouTube for not following me on Twitch. That's what I do. It's like, hey, you didn't stream today on YouTube. Why weren't you on Twitch? That's my solution. I just like if you're my audience on YouTube and you're not following me on Twitch, how dare you? The only person that I know of that wouldn't be able to do this is there's this one guy on my what's it called, on my YouTube channel, one subscriber that I got, that I don't remember exactly what country he lives in, but he lives in a country that specifically will not let you have a Twitch account. It won't let you go on to Twitch. Was it Iran? I don't remember. He said something about that. But that's the only one where it's like, okay, I can get an exception, but everyone else, oh, what a strict country. Yeah. Like that's like the only time I give like a pass to, but like everyone else, you're mad that I'm not streaming on YouTube. Why aren't you following me on Twitch?
It's fucking hot out there this afternoon, so don't test my patience.
Oh, look at you. This video's not gonna end until that's done.
You think you're pretty smart now, don't you?
I'm gonna take
Here's
this.
your pay, Einstein.
Okay, so now I'm gonna sell this. What? Okay, sell that. I'm gonna sell these. Actually, I'm gonna sell. Okay, I can't sell that. Let's sell the other things. Let's sell this. Let's sell this. I had some gold, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And right here. And I'm gonna sell this as well. Alright. Do you have like any anything that's like the means of which to make makes the good stuff? No? Alright.
You cheap ass son of a bitch. That's all you're gonna buy?
Alright. So tomorrow is Saturday, so we're gonna be playing Peak tomorrow. Matt and Glitch and I believe Merrick are all gonna play Peak. Kit? What do you mean Kit? Peak. Yeah. We're gonna be playing Peak tomorrow, and then Sunday I believe we're gonna be doing Ready or Not. Sorry, I misheard. No, that's fine. I pronounce things wrong sometimes. Hey, I forgot to give you this. There we go. So please tell me. Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't change it until the next day. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. All right. So the stream is gonna end very soon. Okay. Looks like that we still have all this, but I'm also gonna end the stream right now because I gotta go and do some stuff. I will be streaming tonight after Bible study. It will be very late at night. I don't know what time it is for you guys right now. Well, right now it's currently 5:42 on my end. After it's gonna be like really late at night because I have Bible study. I'll be hanging out with them, and we're gonna be watching we're gonna go and watch the Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie that came out. I don't know how long it is, but afterwards I'm gonna come back and stream. Sadly, it will be 8 a.m. for me. You might, well, that yeah, sadly. But yeah, but tomorrow I will come. Yeah. What time is it for you right now? Is it still 8 a.m. or it will be 8 a.m.? We're gonna torture for a man and add glitch. Yep. It's almost 2 a.m. Did you just wake up or have you been up for a while? Because if you've been up for a while, you might want to go to sleep. You might want to go to sleep. So yeah, I'll up for a while, gonna sleep soon. Yeah, you might want to do that. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.